Hey everyone, we're all shopping out there. We're all trying to get what we need. Costco is putting new limit buys on new products. In fact, a lot of stores are putting limit buys on a lot of things right now. Marketing experts are seeing the supply chain issues and the shortages that are upcoming, and they're placing limit buys on these products for two good reasons. Number one, they don't sell out sooner than later, and it stretches the product out even longer. And another reason, the expected inflation and hyperinflation also allows them to sell it at a higher price at a later time. But in the big picture, it's the shortages. The shortages coming in the upcoming months are going to be drastic.
Ukraine and Russia are two of the world's leading grain exporters, but the war will threaten the supply that they provide. And of course, this comes as Americans are already paying more for food because of inflation and supply chain issues.
Remember what we had to deal with the toilet paper and the disinfectant wipes? What's even worse is when it's going to be dealing with food. Be sure to stick around to the end of this video. I added 5 bonus items that you guys can be aware of that are expected to see a shortage this summer by predictive analysts. So you're going to want to stock up on those now. Welcome back everybody. High five to our amazing subscribers. If you're new here, economic updates, how-to videos weekly. If you want to stay up to date with those, hit the notification bell. Let's jump into this. As I said, Costco is going to be putting major limit buys on a lot of products. And these limit buys are expected to increase in volume over the summer months. So something to consider. Stocking up on these items eventually might not be an option. Now is the time to get what you think might be gone or not available in the upcoming months. This is kind of a forewarning update for May and June of 2022. Remember the craziness about toilet paper and disinfectant wipes? That was ridiculous. Now we got to be smart because we don't want to see that happen with food, medications, and really important stuff. Last year we saw a lot of limit buys on water, protein shakes, coffee, and much more. This year it's going to have a lot to do with things I've mentioned in other videos, supply chain issues, other food shortages. So the time is now to put together a plan on these foreseeable shortages and limit buy items to make sure that you aren't high and dry without them. And remember, I added a bonus to the end of this short video, 5 items that are predicted to see major shortages this summer. So let's get back to this Costco list so you guys can put together your grocery list. These are reported items from various stores across the country. Also, some of this stuff is from Costco website. Shortages and limit buys may vary by different stores in different locations. So you're going to want to go onto their website of whatever stores you're going to and make sure that what's on your list doesn't have a shortage or a major limit buy, because they may be different. But here's what we got reports of. Here's a big one. Dog food. Limit 1. A lot of dog foods in Costco are getting a limit of 1. They say they want to spread out the dog food to multiple consumers, so limiting you to 1 bag or 1 can. And that includes Kirkland Signature Nature's Domain canned dog food in the turkey and pea stew flavor. Limit 5 per member. Well, we know what's going on with the turkey. We're probably going to be seeing lots of shortages of different things that involve poultry. Limit 2 on sugar. The reports are on 10-pound bags of imperial sugar, pure granulated cane sugar. I put a note down here on this. Some people are becoming a member of Costco just for the gas prices, to find out going to the gas pump and having a limit of $100 when you're filling your tank. Well, if you're like me, you know that you pass $100 a lot of the time. So, some are saying that these are restrictions on credit cards. Others are voicing major frustration when they're getting capped off at $100 when they're trying to fill up their tank. Other limit buys are 5 per member on dry yeast, almond flour, 1 per member, acetaminophen, 1 per member, several types of canned wild tuna, 1 per member. A family staple, mac and cheese, 10 per member. Another popular one, soy milk, 2 per member. Band-Aids and bandages are seeing limits. Now, we were at Costco yesterday, and this one affected us because this is one thing that we buy a lot of. Butter. Kerrygold Pure Irish Butter. Limit 3. Now we eat a lot of butter, and that's the butter that we canned in this video and showed you how to can it to make it shelf stable with no refrigeration. And Kerrygold pure butter is our go-to, and we eat a lot of butter. Various Advil products, Limit 5, Nature Made vitamins, which you know they have a ton of different varieties of vitamins. There are various limits on Nature Made vitamins, and many over-the-counter pharmaceuticals have limit buys. Now, like I said, it's going to be wise to go online or check your local store because limit buys are going to vary at different stores. These happen to be the most common ones I found. I hope that helps. Now let's get to the 5 shortage items that are predicted for this summer by predictive analysts. Number 1 is palm oil. A lot of the reasons behind this is Indonesia banned crude palm oil exports last week to provide more cooking oil for their domestic consumers. Number 2, sunflower oil. This is largely due to the supply chain issues with around 80% coming from Russia and Ukraine. Number 3, wheat, grain, and corn. Now with wheat, grain, and corn, these shortages are going to be a tough one. Due to wheat, grain, and corn being essential in most ingredients in the entire store. According to Reuters, the World Food Program, the United States Nation Food Assistance Organization is spending $70 million more a month on the same food as they bought last year. $70 million more. And that's crazy. And it's expected to get worse, which means inflation is going to go up, hyperinflation is going to go up, and shortages are going to increase. And number 4, meat. We haven't even recovered from the shortages and inflation from meat from the pandemic times. And if you've watched our other videos, you'd know why we have a major issue with meat and poultry this year. The shortages and hyperinflation with meat is going to be real. And number 5, one you've heard of, one that strikes your curiosity when you hear it, baby formula. And I'm going to tell you the big question, why, here in just a second. Having an extended shortage on baby formula is going to be super hard on families. Baby formula has been in short supply primarily due to the recalls. Recalls with Similac, Elicor, Alimentum. A variety of popular formulas were taken off the shelves and pulled after discovering they had bacterial contamination. After the recall, people scrambled to the stores to get other brands to make sure that they had it, worsening the overall supply of baby formula. So there you have it, a couple great lists, some awareness of some shortages we might be seeing. I hope this helps you out. Let me know down in the comments below what limit buys you guys are seeing. Share it with the community. Keep everybody aware and informed. And if you guys like weekly tips, don't forget to hit the notification bell, like the video, share it to people that like tips. We'll see you guys on the next one.